I'd like to call the meeting to order. Agenda item 1.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley, having established quorum, resolves to call the April 25th, 2022 regular meeting of Council to order at 5 p.m. I need a mover and a seconder, Dean and Rob. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Anybody see anything they want to move from the consent agenda to the regular? There were a number of things in there, but I think most of them are reports and some statements and stuff, so we'll discuss them when we get to agenda item 2.2, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to adopt the agenda for the April 25th, 2022 regular meeting of council as presented, and that a copy of this agenda be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. I need a mover and seconder for that, please. Gary and Warren, all in favor? Thank you. And that. Anyone wish to declare a conflict of interest on anything on the agenda? I didn't see anything when I was perusing it today, so I think we're probably fine. And agenda item 4.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves, whereas the time being 5:02 p.m., that the regular meeting of council be adjourned to a confidential in-camera meeting. Mover seconder, please. Rob and Warren. All in favor? 22 regular meeting of council, and that these minutes be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Again, I need a mover and a seconder, please. Gary and Dean. All in favor? Ah, 7.1, are we at? Audrey, financial report?
Okay, so this is on your desk. Sorry about that. I was needing to get budget figures and we were still working on that this morning and whatever. So this is for till the end of March. We're at 25%. The only real big one, of course, is our requisition, and of course that's the SAMA requisition for 2022 paid in full. So that's why that one's at 100%. And the other ones are. These budget numbers that are in this right now are where we're at right now. They may change moving forward, but that's just to show you where we're at to the end of March.
Okay. Any questions on the financial or okay. Move on to 8.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to accept as submitted the list of accounts as paid by the Town of Kindersley in the amount of $465,797.15, and that a copy of said accounts be attached and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Did you get any queries on it?
I didn't.
Anybody see anything? I had something here that I was looking at and I can't remember what it
I do
was.
have one.
Go ahead, yeah.
Kindersley District Co-op, it's West Central Event Center, small tools for $12,000. It must be.
Oh, sorry, I must not have caught. There'll be a variety. That'll be our fuel will be in there. Our all that kind of stuff will be in there. So sorry I didn't catch that one. Normally I go over it and look at it, but that one it is. So yeah, it'll have all departments for materials and supplies, and then of course our fuel, which I would say the majority of that will be our fuel.
Okay. Anybody else see anything in the list there? I don't think there was anything. If there's no further questions, I can just have a mover and a seconder to accept the accounts. Warren, second Rob, all in favor? Carried. Okay, reading time, apparently. This is a resolution under agenda item 9.1, whereas public works professionals focus on infrastructure, facilities, and services that are of vital importance to sustainable and resilient communities and to the public health, high quality of life, and well-being of the people of Kindersley, and whereas these infrastructure, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of public works professionals who are engineers, managers, and employees at all levels of government and the private sector who are responsible for rebuilding, improving, and protecting our nation's transportation, water supply, water treatment, and solid waste systems, public buildings, and other structures and facilities essential for our citizens. And whereas it is in the public interest for the citizens, civic leaders, and children in Saskatchewan to gain knowledge of and to maintain a progressive interest and understanding of the importance of public works and public works programs in their respective communities, and whereas the year 2022 marks the 62nd annual National Public Works Week, sponsored by the American Public Works Association / Canadian Public Works Association. Therefore, I, Mayor Rod Perkins, do hereby designate the week of May 15th to the 21st, 2022 as National Public Works Week in the town of Kindersley, and that the Council of the town of Kindersley encourage all residents to join in activities, events, and ceremonies designated to pay tribute to our public works professionals, engineers, managers, and employees, and to recognize the substantial contributions they make to protecting our national health, safety, and quality of life. Could I get a mover and a seconder for that? Dean, second, Gary. All in favor? Carried. Okay, this one down. (9.2) Second resolution, whereas the Council of the Town of Kindersley recognizes the importance of the Workers' Morning Day Act as passed by the Government of Canada, and whereas the Town of Kindersley Council and Administration seek earnestly to set an example of their commitment to the issue of health and safety in the workplace, and whereas every year on April 28th we pay respect to and remember the workers who have been killed, injured, or suffered illness as a result of work-related incidents, while also renewing the commitment to workplace health and safety. Therefore, I, Mayor Rod Perkins, do hereby proclaim in the town of Kindersley that April 28th, 2022 be recognized as a day of mourning for persons killed or injured in the workplace, and that the Council of the town of Kindersley encourages all business owners, workers, and residents to actively participate in educating themselves on workplace safety. I get a mover and a seconder, please. Rob, Warren. All in favor? Here, thank you. One more here. Agenda item 9.3, resolution. Whereas the Council of the Town of Kindersley recognizes the importance of emergency management in Saskatchewan, and whereas the goal of Emergency Preparedness Week is to raise community awareness regarding the need for residents to take ownership for personal preparation in the face of a possible emergency. Therefore, I, Mayor Rod Perkins, do hereby proclaim the week of May 1st to the 7th, 2022 to be Emergency Preparedness Week in the town of Kindersley, and that the Council of the town of Kindersley encourages all residents to participate in educating themselves on emergency preparedness by downloading early warning apps, preparing to shelter in place, and remaining aware of developing situations in the community. Mover and seconder, Dean, Gary, all in favor? Thank you. Okay, agenda item 10.1, that the Council of Town of Kindersley resolves to approve the consent agenda, which includes the following items. The 2022 education property mill rates, that basically sets the school tax charges for the year, which we have nothing to do with, but we still collect them. Secondly, a drinking water annual notice to consumers, Chamber of Commerce meeting notes, Worley board meetings for February and March of 2022, and the Kindersley Plains Museum April 12th, 2022 minutes. Need a mover and a seconder to accept all these reports. Warren? Bob? All in favor? Okay. 14.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves that all business having been concluded, the April 25th, 22 regular meeting of council will be done at 7:12 p.m. Over, seconder, Dean. Warren. All in favor? Carried.